Alright, picture this. You're talking to your AI assistant and you ask it to do something, whether it's booking a flight, finding the latest weather, or even handling some routine task. But then the AI says, sorry, I can't do that. I don't have access to that information. Frustrating, right? Well, what if I told you there's a game changing solution that's about to flip the script on how AI works? Today, we are diving deep into the Model Context Protocol MCP, the key to unlocking next level AI capabilities. If you have heard the buzz but aren't sure what MCP is all about, don't worry. By the end of this video, you will not only understand what MCP is, but also why it's a total game changer for AI, from real-time data access to performing tasks autonomously. MCP is reshaping the future of artificial intelligence. So let's dive in. At first, let's understand what is Model Context Protocol. Let's start by simplifying what MCP is. Imagine you're at a restaurant, you, the AI assistant, are sitting at a table, ready to place your order. You tell the waiter MCP exactly what you want to eat. The waiter takes your order to the kitchen, the MCP server, where the food, the data is prepared and cooked. The kitchen processes your order, fetches the data, runs functions, and the waiter then brings it back to you. Now, let's break it down. You, the AI assistant, you're the client in this analogy, seeking information or services. For example, when you ask an AI to find a hotel or flight, that's you, the AI requesting information. The waiter, which is the MCP, is the intermediary, taking your request, passing it to the kitchen, MCP server, and then bringing the result back to you. MCP handles the communication between the AI and external systems. The kitchen, the MCP server, is where the actual processing happens. The server processes the data or function you have asked for and then returns it to the AI. So in simple terms, MCP is the system that allows AI models like ChatGPT to interact with external tools and data in real time, making AI more capable of taking actions and not just providing answers. So now let's talk about why is MCP important. Before MCP, AI models were great at generating responses based on pre-existing knowledge. But the problem was AI couldn't interact with real-time data or external systems. And here's where MCP steps in. Now with MCP, AI models can request real-time data, take actions, and even perform tasks based on the context they are given. For example, let's say you want to use an AI assistant to help you plan a trip. Now, with the help of MCP, they can assist in accessing real-time data. That is, it can get up-to-date flight schedules, hotel availability, and weather forecast. It can also perform actions. That is, it can book your flight, reserve a hotel room, and also schedule activities for you. Now, instead of just providing information, the AI is now able to act on your behalf, making it much more useful and functional in the real-world scenario. Now let's talk about how does MCP work. Let's use our restaurant analogy again to make it really clear. Now imagine you're at a restaurant and you place an order for food. That's you, the AI. The waiter MCP takes your order and goes to the kitchen, which is the MCP server, and then the kitchen prepares your meal. That is, fetches data or runs a function. Now imagine that instead of just delivering the food to you, the waiter, which is the MCP, can also interact with the kitchen, MCP server, to get additional ingredients, real-time data, external tools, and even platform extra tasks like adding a special ingredient to your dish. So with MCP, it's not just a simple request and response. It allows the AI to request more data from multiple sources, acts on the data, and then it returns the result. Now, this ability to interact with different external tools and systems is what makes MCP so powerful. Now, let's break down how MCP connects the AI client to external servers. At first, it connects with the MCP client AI. Now, these are the applications or systems that initiate requests, the external data sources, and this could be anything from a chatbot or virtual assistant to a more complex AI-powered tool. Then we've got MCP server. Now, these are the external services or systems like databases, APIs, or websites that provide tools, data, or specific functionalities that the AI needs to perform actions. Then we've got resources and tools. The MCP server provides resources, that is data objects, and tools, which is services or functions that the AI can access and use to perform tasks. Now, by adopting MCP, both the AI model, which is the client, and the external tool, which is the server, follow a common protocol or standard so they can easily communicate and share information. Now, let's talk about the key components of MCP. Now, this will help you to understand how the whole system works. First, we've got MCP clients. The client is the part of the system like ChatGPT or another AI assistant that asks for information or services. Think of this as the part of the system that's requesting data or an action from the server. For example, when you ask ChatGPT to find the latest tech news, ChatGPT is the client there. Then we've got MCP servers. The server is where the data or action resides. It could be a database, an external API, or a web tool that provides the necessary data or functionality. Now, if you ask the AI to fetch weather data, the weather service is the server providing the data. Then we've got resources and tools. Resources are data objects like documents or files that the server shares with the client, which is the AI. Now, tools are the functions that the client can use to perform specific tasks like sending an email, making a payment, or querying a database. Then we've got prompts. Now, these are predefined instructions that help the AI interact with the server in a structured way. For example, when you ask for the weather, the prompt might include something like retrieve weather data for any particular location you mention. Now, each of these components play a very important role in making MCP work seamlessly, allowing the AI to take action based on real-time data. Now, just a quick information, guys, if you're interested to master the future of technology, then the professional certificate course in generative AI and machine learning is your perfect opportunity. Offered in collaboration with the ENICT Academy, IT Kanpur, this 11-month live and interactive program provides hands-on expertise in cutting-edge areas like generative AI, machine learning, and tools like ChatGPT, DALL-E 2, Hugging Face. You'll also gain practical experience through 15 plus projects, integrated labs, and live masterclasses delivered by esteemed IIT Kanpur faculty. So hurry up and enroll now and find the course link in the description box below and in the pinned comments. Now, let's take a look at how MCP could work in a real-time example with ChatGPT. Imagine you're using ChatGPT to help you book a flight. So here the user AI assistant, that is me, will type like, "Hey, I need to book a flight from New York to London for next Friday." And then we just press enter. Now, the ChatGPT, which is the MCP client, will ask the MCP server, the flight booking website API, for real-time data on available flights for the given dates. Then the MCP server, the server queries available flights from various airlines, and then it returns structured data to ChatGPT somewhat in this way. And now the ChatGPT presents you with a list of available flights, prices, and timings, which you can see here. The Virgin Atlantic, British Airways, and so many things. It also has mentioned the price and everything. So it's pretty cool, right? Now, here's where it gets interesting. ChatGPT could even help you book the flight directly by interacting with the server tools like payment and booking system, making it much more than just a text-based assistant. Now, let's talk about the pros and cons of MCP. Talking about the pros, it's more capable AI. The MCP transforms AI from just a knowledge provider to a true assistant that can interact with the world. It also provides real-time data access. With MCP, AI can access and use live, up-to-date information from external sources. It's efficient, that is, it simplifies integration between AI models and external services, reducing the need for custom connections every time. Talking about the cons, it has got some security concerns. Now, since AI can now access external systems, it's important to ensure that its communication is secure, otherwise sensitive data might get risk. Second of all, dependency on external servers. Now, if an MCP server goes down or it is unavailable, it can impact the AI's ability to perform tasks, potentially causing delays or errors. Now that you've understood the pros and cons of MCP, we'll move on and understand the future of MCP. The future of MCP is incredibly exciting. Now, as more developers start adopting this protocol, we can expect AI systems to become even more autonomous and interactive. AI could take on more complex tasks, from handling customer service queries to booking travel and managing daily tasks. Now, as MCP evolves, it could also pave the way for better personal assistant, AI that acts as a true agent in the digital world. We may even see an MCP monetization in the future, where companies that provide useful tools and data might charge AI models for access. To wrap it up, the Model Context Protocol is a game-changing protocol that helps AI models interact with external tools and data sources in real time. It makes AI not just reactive but actionable, enabling it to perform tasks and fetch up date-to-time information. With MCP, AI is moving from being just an advisor to becoming a true assistant that can take action on your behalf. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more tech insights. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.